Good morning, everyone. It's Cameron here. It's day 7 of Venture North Bicycle Expedition from Duluth to Grand Marais and back. I said day 7. It's been a week now. Today's June 18th. It's about 8:30. In a few minutes, I'm gonna go over some of the equipment I take on cycling trips and biking trips, and you may find all of these tips useful. So we'll get to that in a few minutes. But first of all, my overnight sleep was pretty good. Got up at 6:30 this morning, nice and casual. Don't have any real long distance traveling to do today. I'm planning on going to Two Harbors and camping there. And if I can't, because of Grandma's Marathon, because perhaps the campgrounds are full, I could easily cruise down to Duluth and stay somewhere down there. So my options are many, so that's great. Weather this morning is pretty nice and blue. There's a little bit of low clouds, but really not too worried about those. Very humid this morning. It's probably about 95% humidity, and the temperature is probably like 60, 65. So it's very nice, but everything feels kind of damp. So it's very quiet camping here at Tedaguchi. It's very peaceful. There can be a lot of people around, but I don't know. It's really quiet compared to some of the other campgrounds I've stayed in. So that's kind of nice. So but anyway, yep, heading down the shore to Two Harbors today, and excited about getting that underway. So all right, without further ado, I'll just kind of get into some of the equipment that I take along on these trips of mine. And I guess first we'll start out with Utensil Kit. I bring nice lightweight. You only need one of each: fork, knife, spoon. Nice weight ABS plastic, and keep it in a little pouch like this. Also, what goes in there is a pot holder. This is just a little light aluminum to grip those hot pots off the stove. Nice and handy. Next, cooking utensils. These are really neat, little folding plastic ABS ones. Got these at REI, and they snap and they fold up. Got that. Got a big spatula. So, and then a nice little bag for them. Very lightweight. Maybe an ounce, 2 ounces maybe. That's one thing that's very important when you're traveling by bicycle, especially, is weight, for obvious reasons. Clothespins. Clothespins. 1,000,001 uses for these out here. You don't have to bring a lot of them, but just a few. In fact, I think I brought 4. When you want to hang, a wet item in the tree or whatever, or you can use them as clips on things. And obviously, very lightweight. So 4 of them, maybe an ounce, I don't know. So extremely lightweight and easy to pack away. So clothespins, very good. Another thing, candles. I bring at least 1 or 2 of these whenever I go camping. You'd be surprised. On a cool night in your tent, you want to do a little reading, whatever. You'd be surprised how 1 candle can heat up your tent. Just 1 little candle like this. It's amazing. I always bring, at least 1, sometimes 2, 3, whatever. It depends on the duration of your trip. But candles, very useful out here, very useful. Let's see here. Next, along the cooking line, let's about paper plates. It's another good item. I'm not big on washing dishes while I'm out here, so whatever shortcuts I can take to cut down on that, I'm all for it. So paper plates, you can use them, and then you can burn them when you're done with them, so that's great. Ziploc bags, another one of those items, 1,000,001 uses. Pack your food in them, of course, but you can pack just about anything in here, and it keeps everything nice and dry, clear. You can see through it. And these things are light. You can take 20 of them, and it weighs 1/10 of an ounce. You know what I mean? So, Ziploc bags, another very good item. Let's see here, cooking stove. This is perhaps one of the most important pieces of your equipment. I happen to bring along with me it's called a Coleman Feather 442. And it's a dual fuel. Dual fuel is important because when you get out in remote areas, a lot of places won't have white gas. So the dual fuel feature on this allows you to use unleaded gasoline. So it's very, very useful to have the dual fuel technology in your stove. It weighs a little bit. I don't know. It's probably 3-4 pounds, something like that. But I mean, just the use. The convenience rather that you'll get out of this, being able to switch between the two fuels is amazing. And this particular unit will heat like a quart of water just in minutes. So it's very reliable. I've had this thing for about 10 years, and it still looks great. I take care of all my equipment. That's very important. You take care of your equipment. But works great. And it's nice and compact. These little feet fold up, and then it just kind of goes in its own little bag. So nice, neat, and handy. Just kind of pack it down. It's a nice little package. And don't forget, you need to bring a fuel container. I can't find mine at the moment. But a little fuel container just as a resupply. So another thing for around the stove is I carry one of these. This is just a lightweight aluminum, I call it a flame guard, and you put it on windy days, so you don't have to sit there and wait forever for your water to boil. The wind blowing away the heat of the stove. You just wrap that around the stove like that, and it just helps in getting things cooked a lot faster. So aluminum, lightweight, get these just about anywhere. So another thing, flip-flops. After a long day on the trail, definitely cycling, you want to get your feet out of your sneakers and into something more comfortable. I bring a pair of flip-flops, and there's 1,000,001 of them out there. So, but these ones I got at Walmart, nice and cheap, but they're very comfy. So flip-flops, definitely nice. So another thing is a couple of good LED lights. Two varieties that you should bring. One for hanging in the tent at night, and nice lightweight. LED is important. I don't recommend bringing the Coleman or the propane units because then you got to tag along gas and everything. So just get a nice LED hanging light, very lightweight. Another one, LED light, is just a flashlight. You have one light for the tent, and then one light for at night and looking around, looking for things, whatever. Very powerful. A lot of colors, varieties of these on the market. So, two different uses for two different lights. Leatherman Tool. These things, 1,000,001 uses. I keep these on my hip wherever I go out here, cycling, camping. 1,000,001 uses. It's got pliers. There's knife blades on there, screwdriver, bit and pieces. I mean, for a little toolkit on your hip, man, these things are priceless. So definitely bring along a Leatherman. Not just a knife, but a Leatherman, something that has tools on it. So another thing, Resupply Water, particularly when cycling. When you get out in these remote areas, water isn't always readily available. So just bring a lot of Resupply water bottles, and they fit right on the bike and everything. So nice and handy. So the other thing, we're kind of running out of time here. Got reading materials, bike tools, and a map case. So due to time here, we're running out, but those are some of the equipment that I bring. So talk to you later. Bye.